Seeing the sun sparkle on the water is familiar to those who have visited Mission Bay, and it's also the view you get from the mobile home of Ernie Abbott, who told me what he likes about living at the Anza Cove Mobile Home Park.
Everything, absolutely everything. It's peaceful, it's beautiful, it's quiet, it's the kind of neighborhood that you want to be in. I always liked the waterfront.
But Abbott and his neighbors, who now occupy more than 300 mobile homes, aren't supposed to be here. Their lease expired in 2003. Ever since then, they've been in a legal tangle with the city of San Diego, which is trying to remove them. Scott Shipman is a Mission Bay community activist. He says the mobile home residents are living on prime real estate, which belongs not to them, but to all of San Diego.
The important point here is that the rights of the citizens of San Diego and the region are being denied to use the Mission Bay Park the way it was intended to be used, because we've got people who have permanent housing on tidelands and on Mission Bay Park property.
Most of the residents of Anza Cove are elderly, and they're paying rents that are far below the commercial rates you'd expect of waterfront property. Despite the many disputes in this case, one fact is undeniable. Residents of the mobile home park had known for years that their leases would end in 2003. William Rathbone, a private attorney representing the city, says the plan to terminate the lease was spelled out in a long-term rental agreement established in the 1980s.
And every resident who entered the park after that signed a document indicating that they agreed with that provision.
But Ernie Abbott, who serves as the head of the Anza Cove Homeowners Association, says residents of Anza Cove have limited options as to where they can move. He also says the city has used bullying tactics and it has not met its obligation to homeowners.
Had we been treated justly and properly, we would have left, and there wouldn't have been any problem.
5 years ago, a district court judge upheld the lease expiration, but he also ruled the city could not evict Anza residents on the basis of their rental agreement. He said state law governing mobile homes must determine how much money in the form of relocation benefits the residents are entitled to. What those benefits will be is a remaining question. Assuming Anza Cove is turned back to the city's park system, there is one other question. What will the city do with it? They could turn it back into green space and playgrounds, or will the city try to lease the land to a resort hotel like this one, the Mission Bay Hilton? In fact, this was the goal of the city throughout much of the 80s and 90s. Bill Gelfand, the former manager of the Anza Cove Mobile Home Park, says the city's desire to develop a hotel goes back further than that.
Yes, when we purchased the lease in 1969, right off the bat, they told us that they wanted the property converted to hotels.
But there's not a lot of talk of building hotels these days. Gelfand says recessions have put a damper on hotel financing, and the limited leases that are allowed on California tidelands discourage hoteliers from building on the land. One man with another plan is Scott Shipman. He has spoken with at least 2 city council members about converting Anza Cove into what he calls an educational, environmental, recreational joint-use project. It would involve expanding green space on the shores of Anza Cove and moving a nearby campsite called Campland across Rose Creek to the Anza Cove property. The plan would then turn Campland into an expanded marsh and bird sanctuary. But Shipman points out his plan, or any other, depends on getting the legal mess taken care of.
The city has an obligation to settle this as soon as possible.
City Councilman Kevin Faulkner, a former chairman of the Mission Bay Park Committee, says he agrees.
Every year that litigation continues is another year that property is not open for the public. And that's what that property needs to be, open for the public.
Lawyers in the case say early next year the judge will render a ruling that spells out the relocation benefits for the residents of Anza Cove. But the city and the mobile home owners are $50 million apart in what they want those benefits to amount to. Ernie Abbott says if mobile homeowners think the judge's decision shortchanges them, they will consider filing an appeal. If you appeal, I mean, this could go on for years to come.
It could.
And that's okay with you?
That's fine with me. I will stay here as long as I have to and want to, and I do want to.
So there's no telling when the legal process will loosen its grip on Anza Cove.